So, IDEO is a great game, but I think this game can grow into something really huge if they play their cards right. I hope someday IDEO might become some success story like RuneScape, where the game gets so big the devs are forced to quickly hire an actual office with an actual team and get a real business set up. While playing, I wrote down some ideas on how the game could get even better. I'll try to explain everything in as much detail as I can, and I hope some of these features might actually get implemented. First off, the battle invite system has to go in the trash bin. This doesn't really work half of the time because you need to find that exact angle where you can challenge somebody. I think right clicking on the player and getting a little menu would be far superior. This way the distance between you and the player doesn't matter as long as he's in the player's view. And in this menu we could also put other goodies like view the player's team profile or checking their car's tune. I would also like to see some more race variety, even maybe group races. Having a more in-depth way to challenge people would make PvP way more exciting. Toggles for collisions and nitro would make everybody happy. Having the option to choose uphill or downhill seems something that has been missing for a while as well. Some kind of wager system would also be really nice, in which we can place bets on a race. Now while making those images, I also redid the start menu in this style. While we're doing these, I also tried with a different font, because I always thought this font was a bit bad, but the original font seems to look way better with this style of menu. Not only did I give it a different style, but I also added some stuff I would like to see, like course medals like an initial the arcade stage. You get these by completing a track under a certain time, like a gold medal would be a flawless automatic run, and specialist would be like a near flawless manual run. Specialist is something you shouldn't be able to get when you're driving automatic, just to encourage people to start learning manual. Next I added daily quests. These could be anything from upgrading some parts to battling a few players. This is a great way to keep people playing daily. I also added the Steam update window where you can follow all kinds of activity within your team. What is Steam, you ask? Think of it as this game's version of Guild. Some new kind of cosmetics would also be nice, maybe like auras like an initial D5th stage or some team stickers. A way to call your car would also be nice, definitely for those cars that don't really have any skins. Like some sort of slide bar would be cool. Custom license plates like in Forza Horizon would also be really fun. This might be a bit of a controversial opinion, but I think it would be best for the game if it also went free to play with a cosmetic cash shop. But then the cosmetics would be really good, like you can't ask money for the skins we have now. They would really have to be like crash metal levels of good before they can be sold. I would also like to see a full release on PlayStation, Xbox and Switch with crossplay support, which shouldn't be a long shot since porting Unity 3D to different consoles is theoretically as simple as choosing export to Switch instead of export to PC. But to keep those audiences happy, the game would also need more content. I think a full intro with a little bit of story would be great, maybe a tutorial that fully holds your hand and shows you the garage and all the tofu delivery points. Maybe some sort of like quest system. There could be a small story where you start off in some sort of K-truck until you have done a tutorial delivery that grants you enough money to buy the 8.6 or something else. Also the transitions between the maps needs to be better. Driving into nothing is really cheap. They could add tunnels that you would drive through that fade into black. Those would be way better. They can even just copy the tunnel at Urazaka, make it black on the inside and paste it before every transition. But not all work has to be done by the developers. A few things could be done as a community effort. Like a complete retexture of all maps and changing those Steam stock photos to actual game shots. Changing those textures will make the maps look more original and less of a copy of the Assetto Corsa maps. This way the developers can also play around with the art style a bit, instead of being locked to this weird fake realistic look it has now. Changing their stock photos also shouldn't be a problem once the FreeCam releases. Naga already made this nice Steam cover that I always use. There are also some dream features I would like to see, like mod support, a help map like the Shitoko Highway or a city like Tokyo, similar to how Midnight Racing Tokyo does it. Accurate car sounds for every car. Create a character where we can create our own driver and we can walk around and pose next to our cars, maybe with purchasable cosmetics for our characters. Normal traffic on roads and the density could be applied based on the time of day. Competitive matchmaking with ranks like CSGO or League of Legends. Maybe some sort of rubber banding system that would slightly boost the losing player based on how far they are from their opponent. And lamps actually casting light. Well, this is my vision for the future. I hope IDEO can grow into something beautiful as this. Leave a comment with your suggestions below or in the Discord's suggestion requests channel. Anyway, good night and have fun.